If you're seeing this over on the YouTube, what's going on? How we doing? We're doing a rapper tier list today. Doesn't have everybody, but it has a good amount of popular artists from recent memory, and we're just gonna rank them from S to all the way to D, and then we have a section for if I haven't listened to them enough to give my opinion. Let's get into this. Let's start off with Kendrick. We got S A B C D. We're gonna have to throw Kendrick in the S tier. We're gonna have to put Kendrick in the S tier. Next we got Wayne. I feel like Wayne is like a hip hop mogul, but at the same time, I feel like S tier's got to be Mount Rushmore, and I don't have Wayne Mount Rushmore, so I'm gonna have to put Wayne in A. All right, I see Young Boy right here. I'll throw Young Boy in C. He's got a few songs that are pretty hype. So we got Kendrick, we got Wayne, and we got Young Boy. X. This is gonna piss a lot of people off probably, but I really cannot stand his music. R.I.P. You know, it's never good to lose somebody, but his music wasn't that good. D tier. YNW Melly. Well, I can confidently say we're never getting a song from him ever again. And I can also confidently say that he's with X down here in the D category. Not very good music. Not very good music. It's actually wild that for Quavo they have a Post Malone album cover as his picture. But I actually just did a Quavo album today for Album of the Day. I'd say Quavo's better than Young Boy. I'd say Quavo's B tier. Quavo's B tier. He's right in the middle ground. I'd say Quavo is B tier. Let's see if we got some. Ooh, Lil Tecca. This one's interesting. Lil Tecca's interesting. I think Tecca is the top of B. Dopamine was a fire project. Fire project. Alright, Kanye. Goat. Goat tier. Goat. I'm wondering if I should do a goat tier above this S tier. Have a goat, S, A, B, whatever. I don't know. We'll keep it how we have it right now. NF. I haven't really listened to enough NF, honestly, to give an opinion. If I had to be quite frank. Juice WRLD. Here we go. This is, I think Juice WRLD can go B. We can put Juice WRLD in the B tier. Yeah, I think Juice WRLD in the B tier works. Tupac. Yeah, we'll throw Pac S tier. We'll throw Pac in the S tier. Future's A tier. Future Hendrix A tier. Tyler's early half, does that weigh him down enough? It definitely weighs him down from S, but I think we still consider Tyler A tier. And I think I'd probably put him above Future, to be honest. I think I put Future above him. I mean Tyler above Future. NLE Choppa. Top of D tier. Ooh, Trav is interesting. We'll go A tier for Trav. We'll go A tier. King Von. I think King Von's right next to Young Boy. I feel like it's a valid placement right there. That's a valid placement. Next. All right, Drake. I kind of want to put Drake in the S tier. I'll put Drake top of A for right now. Nah, screw that. I'm putting Drake S. I'm putting him S. I'm doing this in terms of artistry. This list is in terms of artistry and not just rapping ability. So I want to make that clear. This is in terms of artistry and not rapping ability. Lecrae, haven't listened enough. Eminem. I'll go Eminem right behind Wayne. We'll go Eminem right behind Wayne. 6ix9ine. 6'9's right by YNW Melly. That's where 6'9's gonna slot in at. Biggie. Biggie's better than Pac. I said it. I'll stand on it. Big better than Pac. East Coast better than West Coast. Yeah, we'll go there for Big. We'll go there for Big. We'll go Big behind Kanye. All right. Who do we want to go? Ooh, Nas. There we go. Nas. This is total artistry. Again, if this was just rapping ability, Nas would probably be above Kanye if it was strictly rapping, but it's total artistry. Glorilla. We'll go Glorilla right behind Youngboy. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with Glorilla right behind Youngboy. Cardi B, D tier. We'll go right behind NLE Choppa. Ice Spice, again, we're going down here. We'll go in front of 6ix9ine. A lot of people filling up that bottom tier already. Outkast. This is Outkast as a duo, Big Boy and 3K, 3 Stacks, Andre 3K. That brings them up. Who do I think? Do I think Wayne or do I think Outkast? I feel like Outkast is slightly above Wayne. Slightly. Ken Carson. You can go Ken Carson C tier. Coolio. Haven't really listened enough, if I'm being honest. Have not listened enough. Ooh, here we go. Yeet. Yeet is better than Juice WRLD. Yeet is better than Quavo. I'll stand on that. And Yeet's better than Tekka. We're throwing Yeet in that top of the B category. Yeet is in the top of B. All right, Lil Mabu can go bottom of D tier. Lil Mabu's horrible. Lil Mabu, low garbage. Jack Harlow is an interesting one. Jack Harlow is definitely an interesting one. I'd probably say right behind Ken Carson. I feel like that's calm. Uzi. Go Uzi back half of B tier. Jay. Alright. We'll go throw Jay behind Big. Actually, Jay is in front of Big. I ain't gonna lie. Jay's in front of Big. So, we might have to bump... Might have to bump these guys down to A. This is gonna be a tricky one, Drake and Kendrick. It's a tricky one. But if I'm being honest, the discography from Kendrick gives a little bit of a boost to Kendrick. There's some misses in Drake's. I mean, Snoop Dogg is a rapper. He's all right. That's gonna be a tough one. We'll come back to that. J. Cole. I'ma say it, bro. I'ma say it. I got J. Cole above Wayne. Alright, DaBaby. Let's go! DaBaby. Is DaBaby... Yeah, I'll put DaBaby in C tier. DaBaby had 2019. He had the rap game on lock. DaBaby had the rap game on lock in 2019. We all have to admit that. Yes, we all have to admit that. Post Malone is a rapper. I don't know. That's a little... This is where it can get a little interesting. Lil Pump. Yeah, Lil Pump can go right by Lil Mabu. The Lil Mabu and Lil Pump train, over. KB, not familiar enough with. Ooh, Mac Miller. This is a good one. Mac Miller is a good one. This is going to turn some heads right here. That's going to turn some heads. That is going to turn some heads with that selection right there. 21 Savage. 21 Savage. I feel like B is right for him. I do probably think he's better than... Yeah, I think he's better than Uzi. A little bit Juice is a little bit better than Savage, but Savage better than Uzi. I'll say that. All right. Dr. Dre as a rapper. We'll come back to that. I'm going to make a list for more so producer than rapper. More known as a producer. And this is going to be for Metro and Dre. Metro and Dre. And we'll put Dre slightly above Metro. All right. Roddy Ricch. Roddy Ricch had his 1 year in 2020. Or it might have been 2021. I don't know. Whatever year he came out with the box. And that was about it for him. I'll put him behind Glorilla. I'll put Roddy Ricch right behind Glorilla. Lil Peep, not familiar enough. Baby Keem. Baby Keem doesn't drop enough music. That's the problem. Like, I don't really know what I'm going off of. I'm going off the Melodic Blue. I mean, it was a good project. Not amazing by any means. Lil TJ, right around Roddy Ricch category. Probably put him right behind. Post Malone as a rapper. Post Malone as a rapper is C category at best. I'd say he's the better Jack Harlow. I feel like that's valid. Post Malone's the better Jack Harlow. Young Thug. Young Thug. If we're talking post UI Scooty Young Thug. I don't know, man. I don't know. Is this wild? Is this wild putting Thug in B behind 21 Savage? With the talent that's on this list, I feel like it's valid. Chance the Rapper. This is B category if I've ever seen it. But the big day is going to bring him down a big amount. And I can't put Chance behind Kent Carson, bro. I might have to bump Kent Carson down low-key. We'll bump Kent Carson behind Post. We'll do that. So we got Kanye, Nas, Jay, Big in our S tier. But I want to keep that to 5. We'll keep it to 5 max. And then we got Drake, Mac, Outkast, J. Cole, Tupac, Wayne, Eminem, Tyler, Futures, Trav. This is going to turn heads where I got Yeet. I got Yeet at the top of B. That's going to turn some heads, but come after me. That's all I got to say. Playboy Cardi. Cardi is better than Thug, in my opinion, slightly. Is he? Yeah, he is. He is. Cardi's a little bit better than Thug, in my opinion. I'd have to say so. Chief Keef. All right, we got to put Chief Keef top of B. Chief Keef's top of B, right in front of Yeet. ASAP Rocky. I'll do the same thing. I'll just put ASAP Rocky in front of Chief Keef. I feel like a B placement for Rocky is fair. Gunna. I do like me some Gunna. I'd have to say Gunna is probably Gunna, Young Thug. Who we going? I'm leaning Gunna. I'm leaning Gunna. I'm leaning Gunna over Playboy. I'm leaning Gunna over 21. I'm leaning Gunna over Juice WRLD. I'm leaning Gunna over Quavo. And I'm leaning Gunna over Tekka. But not Yeet. Not Gunna over Yeet. Kodak Black. He's alright. Kodak Black. I'll go Kodak Black in front of Lil TJ, right behind Roddy Ricch. Is that might be valid? Moneybagg Yo. I'll go Moneybagg Yo right in front of. I'll go Moneybagg Yo in front of DaBaby. I think that's valid. Lil Keed, not familiar enough. All right, Offset is the best Migo. Offset is for sure the best Migo. I would say Offset. I would say Offset right behind Gunna. PND. I'm gonna get slack for this, but PND, bro. I mean, I'd rather listen to PND than Young Boy, rather than Von, DaBaby. You know what? We'll go PND. We'll go PND top of C. We'll go PND top of C tier. Sexy Red, she is at least a little bit better than Pump and Mabu. Yeah. I think she fits right there with Ice Spice. I think that's a valid placement. So this is what we're looking like right now. This is what we're looking like at the moment. Kanye, Nas, Jay, Biggie, and Kendrick at the top. Then we got our A, our B, our C, our D. We got the two that are more known as producers than they are rappers. And then NF, Lecrae, Coolio, KB, I believe it is. Is that KB or K8? I think it's KB. Lil Peep and Lil Keed. Not familiar enough with the music list. Ice Cube. Ice Cube is definitely A tier. Oh, Cube right behind Outkast. I feel like that's money. I feel like that's a money placement. Am I crazy to put Tyler in front of M? Is that crazy? That is crazy. That's a little crazy. I don't know. Takeoff's an interesting one. Ooh, Pop Smoke. Pop Smoke. I think Pop Smoke right behind Gunna. That's a good placement. Fivio Foreign is right around Lil TJ, though. I think Kodak's going down here, though. Fivio. We'll go Fivio right behind Glorilla. I think that's valid. I think that's calm. Lil Baby, man. Lil Baby 2019 to 2021. You had something there, sir. You had something. See, Snoop Dogg, man. I don't know where to put him. I guess I'll put Snoop. I'll put Snoop right behind Chief Keef. Rod Wave. We really got people out there listening to Rod Wave. I'm not going to put him D. I'm not going to put him bottom of C. We'll put Rod. Do we put Rod in front of... We do not put him in front of Chance. Do we put him in front of Post? I think Rod's right there. Rod right behind Ken Carson. That'll do. That'll do right there. That'll do. ASAP Ferg. Not familiar enough with the music, to be honest. I mean, I've heard a few songs, but not enough to give an opinion. DMX. X gonna give it to you. Go give it to you. We'll go DMX right behind Offset. That's where I'm gonna put him. Keem. Not gonna lie, I think Baby Keem's good enough that you could put him in the back of B tier. He just can't be any bit higher than that because he just does not put out enough music. Actually, now that I think about it, I gotta put him C. He just doesn't have enough out there that I can go off of. But what I can go off of, I'm a big fan. Polo G. Again, Polo G's another kind of one-year wonder kind of guy. One-year wonder. But Polo G... Where am I slotting Polo G in at? That's the question. The answer... Right around DaBaby? Is that crazy? Is that crazy? Right around DaBaby? I don't know. I think Polo G right around DaBaby fits. That works. That seems right. 42 Doug. Haven't listened enough. We'll go him right behind Fivio. We'll go Lil Durk right behind Fivio. Haven't listened to enough PNB Rock. RIP, but haven't listened to enough. Takeoff and Lil Baby. We'll go Takeoff right behind Ken Carson. That leaves us to our last person. Our last one. Lil Baby. And then we might adjust a little bit. But our last one, Lil Baby. I think Lil Baby takes down the top of the C tier. So this is what we're looking like. This is our list. Kanye, Nas, Jay, Big, and Kendrick at the top. Now, this is only based on what's in this list. I didn't make this list. I just found this online. I'll link it down below so y'all can make yours as well. But this is what I found online. Don't hate me if your favorite rapper's not here. One of my favorite, Freddie Gibbs, ain't on here. So, but anyways, our S tier: Kanye, Nas, Jay, Big, and Lamar, and Kendrick Lamar, Drake, Mac, Outkast, Ice Cube, Cole, Tupac, Lil Wayne, Eminem, Tyler, Future, Trav. It's a good A tier. Do I want to adjust any of them? I'm gonna put J. Cole in front of Ice Cube. I'm gonna put Pac in front of Ice Cube now that I think about it. And then I think that's a good. Or I want to move Future up. Nah, we'll keep Future where he's at. We'll keep Future where he's at. In our B tier, we got A$AP Rocky, Chief Keef, Snoop Dogg, Yeet, Gunna. That's pretty valid. I think that's valid. Then we got Pop Smoke, Offset, DMX, Tekka, Quavo. I like that. And then Juice WRLD, 21, Playboi Carti, Young Thug, and Lil Uzi Vert. I think that's calm. C tier. This is, step down from B tier, obviously. Still pretty decent. They're not bad. Still pretty decent. Lil Baby, Baby Keem, PND, Party Next Door, Chance, and Post. I think that's pretty cool. I'm gonna move Chance in front of PND. But then we'll keep PND and then Post. Ken Carson, Takeoff, Rod Wave, Jack Harlow, Moneybagg Yo. That's where I want them. And then Polo G, DaBaby, Youngboy, King Von, Glorilla, Fabio Foreign, Lil Durk, Roddy Ricch, Lil TJ, Kodak Black. I think that's a valid C tier. And then D tier, these are bad artists. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it chicken pea with you. These are bad artists. NLE, Cardi B, X, Sexy Red, Ice Spice, 6ix9ine, YNW Melly, Lil Pump, Lil Mabu. They don't make good music. I said it. X has a few good songs, I will say that. But overall, his discography is not all that. Then we got people that are more known as a producer. We got Dre and Metro Boomin. I just don't really see them more as rappers in a rapper list. I see them as a producer. And then I just haven't listened to NF, Lecrae, Coolio, KB, Lil Peep, Lil Keed, A$AP Ferg, 42 Doug, and PNB Rock to really give an honest opinion on it. But that was my ranking of this rapper tier list. If you want to make your own, drop it down in the comments which ones you would change. But like I said, if you want to make your own, there should be a link down below in the description that you can hop over. You can make your own. I'm looking to get the Discord back up and coming. So eventually when I get the Discord back up and coming, maybe you drop this in there and you say, you messed up here and there. Look at my list. But anyways, if you want to catch us live, we're live over on Twitch, MJ Graphics, MJGRPHX. That's actually what I'm doing right now. I'm live. You're seeing this on YouTube, though. But on YouTube, if you could drop a like, subscribe, all that. I'm talking too much. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.